What's up, people? How we doing, my friends? It is Thursday night. It must be. It must be after 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock here, and we are rabble-rousing today. I got a couple of framers that came up. I'm gonna have to frame some of the stuff that got written up today. It's too freaking funny, and I cannot help but laugh about it, including things like being referred to as Cash's nemesis. Oh boy. Somebody over on the X said that Kyle is a devious mouse and he's playing with very stupid entitled cats. That kills me. It's too fun. So, folks, this is the Call-In Show. You have made it. You are hearing my voice. You have arrived on time. We're going to talk about whatever you guys are interested in today. We're going to talk Halloween, maybe. Has Halloween gotten more demonic? I feel like it has. I feel like it's a lot more creepy and weird and kooky than it used to be. We obviously have a lot of stupidity going on at the on the national stage, but we don't have to talk about that. We could talk about how much you guys love or hate cats. We can talk about pretty much anything you like. This is the Call-In Show. So if you guys are a subscriber on the locals channel, then you can get in. Otherwise, you're going to look for the most recent post over on YouTube if you're a member of the channel there. Go ahead and take our first call, and we'll see what is in store. This is the way it works. You get 10 minutes, although if you guys want to go shorter, we can get more people, and we'll see what we have. Caller number 1, are you on the line? Or did I miss it? I may have missed it. All right. How about now, caller number 1? Are you on the line?
Yeah, I am.
I recognize that.
What's up, man?
How are we doing tonight?
Of course.
The Tac
Not
Penis.
too bad. I have a new goal in life as far as pets. And I figured I'd start off with that and then with, a nice light topic. I decided I want to get what is like the turret-mounted, grenade launcher of turtles in the turtle world.
What is that?
It's the Galapagos tortoise. We're talking something that's going to live like 2 centuries.
Why is it a turret-mounted grenade launcher? What makes it a grenade launcher? I need to know. What does it eat?
Because that is like, well, first off, it's probably like, it's like crazy expensive.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the fact that it can live 2 frickin' centuries, man, you're going to have like your, like 9 generation, like great grand midgets, as long as they're not dirt bags, they'd be able to take care of the little turtle, or, it'll be super giant by then, but, they'll get to enjoy this legendary turtle.
What does one of these turtles go for?
It's like around $4K, but sometimes you can get them on sale.
You can get an on-sale turtle. Is a sale turtle as good as a non-sale turtle?
It is. It just happens to be like, there's a holiday. Hey, here's a Galapagos turtle. It's like only, just shy of $3,000 before tax.
Wow. What a bargain.
I'm not saying I'm getting it right now. I'm saying like, eventually.
It's just it's a long-term goal. Are you going to run like a GoFundMe on this thing and then do like a turtle cam, or can you monetize it? Hold on. Let me give you an opportunity to consider what may be out there in your future.
I'm so fucking stressed out from running my pet lizard's Instagram account. I'm about to have a nervous breakdown. I told my therapist, she said, we'll take a break from your pet lizard's Instagram account. I said, I can't. It's my sole source of income. I have to post a fucking photo of the lizard every day. Every fucking day. 4 or 5 reels with the lizard, playing with him, whipping his arms around in the air, throwing him in my little tiny apartment. It smells like lizard piss. Oh man, the drugs I have to inject in that lizard just to wake it up, just to get it moving for the day. I've pumped all my money into this fucking lizard. My fans will comment stuff about how the work I'm doing is important, bringing the attention of the lizard community, or bringing the lizard to attention, lizard issues to the forefront. Piece of shit fucking lizard.
No, I am not going to end up chain smoking because of
There's so
syrup
much,
or my Galapagos
lizard anger in that
tortoise.
clip. There's so much frustration with that lizard.
Oh, I know, man. I know.
Imagine how much
there
frustration
definitely is.
Think about how much frustration is pent up with the U.S. federal government, which is feeding a bunch of people in this country, and then they're going to turn it off. It's about the same level of frustration that lady has with the lizard, you know?
Right? They have expectations, and then all of a sudden those expectations change completely, and then it's like there's nothing they can do about it, right?
Yeah. It's out of your hands. And then what? What do you do?
And then they freak out, man. They just wig out.
Tack, do you think we're going to see,
But,
are we going to see the Snap Riots 2025? Is that pending?
oh, dude, that would be. Can you imagine that? I was
Yes,
thinking about like right in in this area where of course the Chai Durka came to hang out for a little while. I guess maybe today. I don't know where his plane is now.
Who dat?
But in this area, it would be funny if people tried that. I really don't expect it's gonna happen. I'll be honest, man, because we got a lot more free trigger people here. But I expect in some places, Walmart's going to be like, you know what? This completely sucks. We're pulling out of here. This is garbage.
I think that they're not going to open the government until they get at least a week of food riots in this country. That's what they've been hoping for.
Man, something for them to fundraise off of, right?
Yeah. I just think that, well, let me just put it this way. I got an OpsCore bump helmet ready to go. I picked one up the other day on a discount, which is the right way to get it. And it's queued up.
Exactly.
It's queued up with a helmet cam mount, and I've got a hand cam mount, and I'm ready to do multiple angles, 4K and 8K, in the riots, in the food riots 2025. What do we? I'm not wishing them into existence. I'm just saying that like a fool is not ready, and I'm ready, so I am no fool, but I am a nemesis apparently of the FBI director.
Oh, yeah, apparently you are. Because, I mean, dude, anybody that doesn't slob his knob, oh, my word, man, then you're not MAGA, you're a traitor.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not MAGA. So I actually had Daily Beast write an article, and they included they said MAGA, former FBI agent, and now right-wing podcast host. And I wrote back to him, and I said, hey, Adam, no qualms with the right-wing podcast host. I think you're on board with that, but I'm not MAGA. I am definitely conservative, but I'm not a Republican and I'm not a Democrat. And if you guys want to correct that, it's a minor thing, but it would mean a lot to me. And he was like, yeah, man, we're going to do a follow-up. Do you want to give me a quote? And I'm like, hell yeah, I'll give you a quote. I don't care. I don't care. You want to hear the quote I gave him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
So their first article was entitled "Keystone Cash Accused of $60 Million FBI Jet for Date Night." And then it said, it says,
no lie.
It says booty call ? Cash was critical of former directors for jetting around on the taxpayer number. Then it says Cash nemesis accuses Patel of flying girlfriend around the country on the taxpayer's dime. So that was the first one. They corrected it. They pulled the MAGA piece out. They did a follow-up article on it. FBI lackey melts down defending Keystone Cash's $60 million FBI jet date.
Oh, that's funny, man.
So they wrote about Ben Williamson, and that's pretty funny. And they asked me for a quote, so I gave them hey, I'm a team player. Like people ask a quote, I'm equal opportunity. So here it is.
Absolutely.
They said Josh Hawley.
It's so easy to make fun of these people too.
Yeah, they said Josh Hawley brought up the point in the 2022 hearing because he was tipped off by podcaster and FBI whistleblower Kyle Seraphin, who also is the first person that's raised this issue with Kash Patel's weekend getaway. On a Monday episode, the Kyle Seraphin show, Seraphin complained that Patel was wasting taxpayer dollars to go on a date. And he also claimed it was a particularly bad look for Patel to fly his girlfriend around the country while Americans, including some FBI agents and air traffic controllers, are going without pay on account of the government shutdown. They asked for a quote, and I said the only reason the FBI Assistant Director of Public Affairs commented is because Kash blew it. And he and his girlfriend can't help being on social media. This morning on the podcast, I revealed my source. It was at @Kash_Patel on X, reposting his girlfriend's story and her Instagram account, which put them in state college. I regularly track the public info on the jet, and I have since November 22 when I made whistleblower disclosures about it to Josh Hawley's office. So they gave him a whole quote. That's a serious quote. What serious people say. What do you think of that?
Yeah, the fact of the matter is, Kash, like he made his own bed. He's lying in it now. He's like stepping in all the traps, dude.
I know it.
He's not like, you know what, I'm going to see this one here. I'm going to like just walk around it. No, he's like, no, I'm just going to stomp through all the freaking traps, set off all the tripwires, everything.
Okay,
and
so
he's
here's
getting all this bad press because of it.
Here's what George Hill said. He said, you've got him bracketed, and he just doesn't even realize it. That's why it's so funny.
Seriously.
We got him bracketed by fire on all sides. He just keeps stepping in it because he can't figure out where.
You know what the equivalent of this in the military, like equivalent analogy I'd say is like when guys are in a firefight, right? They're, everything's hitting them left and right. Cash is having all this bad press and everything.
Yeah.
But when they're in a firefight, and this is why we don't let Joes be JTACs, because they would do this a lot. They look at their GPS and they send their own coordinates for the bomb.
That's what he's doing.
And that's how we get fratricides from airstrikes because of that, man. He's doing that constantly.
Can't help it. Now, if he was going to do it as a tactic and pull a danger close and E&E from the position and he knew he was being overrun, that's a different animal. I know guys that have done that, but
no, he's sending straight 10 digits of his own position, man. It's freaking retarded. Like straight up to the centimeter, dude. Like forget it.
Yeah, that's right. You're getting 10-digit coordinates on your own position.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Exactly.
We're sending it. I'm sorry. That's what's happening. And I'm having fun. We also got Snopes today for the first time ever, folks. I'm just telling you because it's very funny to me. But dude, we got Snoped. Check this out. I feel like I should go to the main page. I'm gonna cut away from this for a second. Let's cut away and let's do it's freaking Snopes. Look at this. I've never been Snoped before. Here it is under their news and politics section. Man. Did Kash Patel use the government jet for quote unquote date night with partner? Here's what we know. And the person's name is Larka Christensen. Straight up, in October, a claim was circulated online that FBI Patel used the jet for date night. Kyle Seraphin, a self-described whistleblower and former FBI agent. I'm not self-described. I'm an actual whistleblower, a-holes. And then they go on. They're like, he posted the freaking things. They hit me up on an email after the podcast today, and they're like, hey, where did you come up with this claim? And I was like, oh, I came up with it from the flight records and their Instagram, which is public, and their Twitter account, which is public. And I've been doing this for 3 years. And they were like, okay, fair enough. I was like, here's the registration.
So you're basically teaching all of them how to keep an eye on all this.
Yeah, I gave them the fact check. They were like, they quoted me as giving them the fact check. I emailed them. I'm like, here's the FBI's registers the jet, right? It's registered to the FBI's headquarters. What do you want to do? They're like, the claim appeared from the X account of Kyle Seraphin. Seraphin claimed flight logs for November 708 Juliet Hotel on October 25th showed Patel flying to see Wilkins. I'm like, no, I didn't. It just does. That's just what it shows. It's unclear at the time whether or not Kash Patel was on board these flights. Bro, come on, Snopes. Come on, Snopes. Come on. I even sent him the freaking policy that says that he's supposed to fly on it. By the way, what do you think happens? Tack, what do you think happens if he doesn't fly on the private jet? Like, what's the worst thing that might happen to him, do you suppose, if he were to get on the jet?
The worst thing that would happen to him is that somebody is kicked out of their first class seats, on a flight that they had booked for months ago, right? To go on vacation, whatever. Okay. And so it's bad press because of that, because he has to make this flight. And so somebody else gets kicked off.
Yeah. I mean, that's the worst thing that would happen to somebody else.
Yes.
Yeah, but there's no, like, he's not getting a letter of reprimand. He's not getting sued. He's not getting prison time. He's not getting a fine. He's chosen to do this. And then he hides behind it and says it's congressionally mandated. And he doesn't even realize it's not congressionally mandated. It's just a freaking executive policy. If RFK Jr. can fly home commercial, he's got a lot more threats on his life than Kash freaking Patel does. Who's apparently armed with FBI guns and badge.
Yeah.
We're living in such a dumb timeline, dude. We're living in the upside down right now.
Yeah, we are, man.
If you get a Galapagos turtle, dude, if you get a Galapagos, hold on. If you get a turtle, can you like notch its, if you notch its shell, does it hurt it?
I can like paint it, with something.
Can you like tattoo it though? So you guys can leave like historical markings on it at some point when it gets to size? Messages, like a time capsule?
I'm gonna let my precious turtle get, become of age and choose whatever tattoos it wants itself.
He's like, don't deface my temple, you temporary owner. Exactly. I will outlive you. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that would be so freaking awesome though, man. I just think it'd be so cool to be outlived by like some pet that's just going to be super awesome. It's going to outlive my midgets. You know, I don't know. I don't know why. It just makes me think this is freaking badass to have, man.
I mean, everybody's got to have a dream, and I'm glad
they'll
that
live forever.
you've shared your dream, and it's not everybody's dream, but maybe we'll find that lizard lady for you. If anybody can find the lizard lady, please connect her with Tack Penis.
No, she's freaking ridiculous.
That's
I
right.
liked my lizard, man. My leopard gecko was awesome. I had no problem with it. But hey, tell us what's gonna be happening now with no more call-in shows.
Oh, no, there's going to be. I'm just going to change the number. This is the last day in October, so I'll change it again. It'll be a new number in November.
Oh, you had me freaking worried, man.
I know,
I'm like, dadgummit.
It was too many. It was too many. If somebody asked me the question too many
week.
times, I just stop answering the question at some point. Tag was DMing me and trying to figure out what was going on, and I'm like, dude, I'm not going to explain it to you right now. I'll just tell you later. I'll just tell you when you call. That's how it's going to work. They'll still
Hey,
be calling.
you're too busy just making cash and Dan crap their pants and
That's right.
get all upset and everything.
It's not
well
easy
spent
being a
time.
nemesis, folks. It's just not easy.
Dude, that's a great title to claim, man. That's awesome.
I am so excited here. I'll probably show people here on the screen because it's so good. Let's see here. Bam. Look at this, folks. Cash. It's in the
You
box.
gotta get a giant feather and a cap to put it in.
It's in the box with the picture of the podcast from the morning. Cash nemesis accuses Patel of flying girlfriend around the country. That's so freaking good. All right, dude. I'll give you last thoughts, breaking whatever. I don't know, closing thoughts. That's what I mean. Go ahead.
Closing thoughts. I guess I was thinking earlier, like, wonder what people's midgets are going to be dressed up as for Halloween. Do you do a candy tax by the way?
Yeah, there's a dad tax. My oldest actually sewed her own costume from fabric, and she's going to be a fairy. And then my middle daughter did not do that, so my wife bought her something, and I don't know what it is yet. And my son has a knight's outfit that he's going to wear. And I made him a wooden shield that I flame tempered, and I cut him a crusader. A flame sword. I made him a sword, and I blowtorched it, so it's like flame tempered. And then I made him a shield that's like a crusader's shield. I got to paint a cross on it probably today or tomorrow, and he's good to go. And then the little
that's
one,
awesome.
yeah,
dude.
the tiniest midget will probably be like a pumpkin T-shirt or something. She's pretty small. So yeah, and I'm gonna wear a flight suit that has Ghostbusters stencil on the back of it with some with some web belt and. Some
back before Ghostbusters started hiring DEI.
Cool. I'm like OG. I've got patches and everything too. So I'll roll. I'll roll as I've been known to do. I usually roll Venkman. Venkman's my style.
Gotcha.
Venkman got the girl, so that was kind of like that made sense to me. Right?
All right, man.
All right. We'll take on the next call. Thanks for jumping in. And keep us posted on the Galapagos situation when they go on sale.
All right, buddy.
Okay. See you, bud. All right, that's how you do it. That's number one. Lights out, phone lines open. It's up to you guys. This is your show, and you're on it right away. So let's see here. Caller number 2, who is it, and where are you?
Hello, my friend.
Oh.
Well, hello, my friend.
That's a midget chaos.
That is.
I'm getting good at recognizing some of these things. I got eyeballs for numbers and zip code areas. So how you doing, small chaos, little chaos?
Good.
Yeah. What are you up to? What are you doing? What are you doing for Halloween? What are you dressing up as?
A pirate.
Okay.
Well, no, a zombie, but for... Never mind.
Like a zombie pirate? What are we doing here?
Actually, that might be a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm being a pirate for Halloween. And at my classical character day, I'm a pirate.
I see. Okay. You could combine them. What do you think of that? You could be like one of the pirates from Pirates of the Caribbean after the moonlight goes away.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. An undead pirate.
Yeah, I'll think of that.
All right.
We'll try that.
All right. Well, you just, try it on for size, see if it works. It's been done to success, high commercial success. It turns out Disney sold a lot of tickets to those movies.
Well, I gotta go back to play Hollow Knight.
Yeah, that's fair. Fair enough. All right. All right, small chaos. Nice talking to you.
Trying to beat it.
Good luck.
Bye.
Good luck indeed. Grown up
Well, hello,
chaos.
my friend.
What's the good news, man?
Well, I just had to, mix it up a little.
Try to catch me off guard.
Put some people on the edge of their seat. Then, yeah, I can't be too
predictable.
What's the word? Yeah, too predictable.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
I gotta mix it up a little bit.
You can't catch me off guard. I'm a dad. Like, small voices are my world. That's what I deal with most of the time. The majority of the voices I hear are small.
Yeah, it was enjoyable to sit in the car as we were rolling around the Walmart. We weren't even going to Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
We were doing last minute Halloween shopping for last minute costumes that I didn't know that we needed.
Of course.
And then I decided to get gas at a Murphy's.
Yes.
Wow, what a bad idea that was.
What's going on at Murphy's right now?
Well, at that particular Walmart, it's the most traffic I have ever seen, ever.
But no violence, I hope.
Not that I saw, but I was just I was around the outskirts, going behind the Walmart, but I mean, like, it was just backed up for blocks.
Well,
it was great. Absolutely insane.
Yeah, what do you think's going on? Are people filling up before the SNAP benefits run out or something?
Yeah, and we had that conversation. I had the entire conversation about what I think is going on, and he brought up a good point. It's probably a bunch of last minute Halloween shoppers, and I was like, yeah, I think that's part of it.
It could be.
And then I explained what else was going on, and he was like, oh. And then I told him about the government cheese bunkers.
Yeah.
And it absolutely blew his mind.
Do you think there's going to be Dallas SNAP riots 2025? Is that a possibility? What do you think?
I think so.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think it's going to be very widespread, but I do think that you're going to see some small pockets. I think they're going to get quelled pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's probably not going to be until maybe like the 3rd or the 4th.
Okay.
Before people start really freaking out.
It's going to take a couple days.
Yeah. And the only reason I say that is because everybody else is in the process of going to Walmart, apparently.
Right. They're all loading up. I just load up on fuel. That's my thing. I'm not worried. I've got emergency food. I've got enough ammo to fight a small campaign. I went out and took my thermal scope out 2 nights ago in the dark and wanted to see what it looked like. It looks really good. I can see all the things from the kids' play fort, which is a really nice thing. I've got like a 6-foot tower in the back of my backyard I could stand on, and I could see, a couple hundred yards in all directions. It's really funny. There's something wrong when you start weaponizing your kids' play fort, but I'm interested. Are people going to get stupid? I'm going to make sure I get my, I might go run out and fill out my diesel before the night ends. We'll do it tomorrow, maybe. But yeah. Okay. Well, 1 vote for SNAP riots. I'm not urging it on, but I think it may happen too.
No, neither am I. The only reason I say that is because I'm kind of out in the middle of nowhere in the DFW area.
Oh, that's good.
And for me to see that, it's like, whoa.
I got it. What outskirts are you? Are you on the Fort Worth side, or are you on the Dallas side, or are you in the mid cities?
I'd rather not say.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm pretty sure I've got I make a joke with my best friend that I have my own gym.
Mm-hmm.
A guy named Jim sitting at the other end of the webcam that I interact with from time to time. And when I start talking about things like anti-government, and I think that the system is completely and totally screwed up, and then I wave to the camera and I go, "Hi, Jim." And
fair enough.
I'm pretty sure that I'm on a couple of somewhere.
Well, for whatever it's worth, the list is never in real time. Nobody's real time watching on the other end of it. Except I did find out that the FBI 7th floor was real time watching this morning's podcast.
That I 100% believe. You had me on the edge of my seat. I was so surprised when you did the mask off reveal.
Were you actually surprised, or are you playing with me?
No, I'm completely and totally just.
I hope so. But I think they might have thought that I was going to say something.
I completely and totally think you had cash at the end of the seat.
You're right.
I mean, if it's funny.
I was dying when I found this out. People can't tell me stuff like that. I can't be too specific about it because I promised I wouldn't.
I really do believe that not only was he on the edge of his seat, but I feel like when the big reveal happened, he like half fell out, and then all of a sudden it was like that SpongeBob meme where like everybody's running around the office, but it's like in his brain is like his brain is blown because now all of a sudden he has to figure out whether or not he should keep his PR team.
It is not the first time he's MF'd me, I'm sure of it. And I've got to imagine that was the case this morning. Nemesis.
He seems like the kind of guy, my friend, an old assistant manager of mine, told me, he said, you know how I break your thumbs? I said, how? He goes, I'd kick you in the ass. And Kash Patel seems like that kind of guy, just walking around with his thumb up his ass.
He certainly is not making brilliant choices. So it does make it a lot funnier. Someone's like, what are you going to do if they get rid of him? And I'm like, oh, I can go back to talking about stuff that I actually care about. This is like a target of opportunity, and it's funny. It's truly funny. And he doesn't realize it, but it cost me nothing. He did the wrong thing. He should have done better. He had an opportunity to do the right thing and he chose not to. So the consequences are I'm going to keep playing with my food. And I'm just a dude. I was wearing Ranger panties in my backyard. I went out and did a bike workout. So I did 45 minutes on my cardio bike, and I'm standing out there dripping sweat, and I'm like texting with reporters and talking to other journalists on the phone. And I said, do you understand how hilariously stupid it is to me that here I am sitting in my backyard with no shirt on in the sunlight, wearing essentially like a pair of boxer shorts, and I'm causing national PR pain for the director of the FBI because he's so dumb that he keeps doing stupid things like this. And I'm cracking up. So, and they were like, that actually.
The irony is that if he did the same, there wouldn't be any PR nightmare. If he went to his backyard in his boxer briefs and went on a 45-mile bike ride, nobody would give a shit.
That is exactly it. All he needs to do is nothing, and he just can't do it because all these two people, they're so thirsty and desperate. They just need to be seen. So, okay, I see you. I see you.
When you ask for it and you get it, you can't be mad at the consequences.
Yeah, I got it from you, homie. Thanks for posting. It's I even told a reporter earlier, I'm like, look, the reason, I'm not particularly interested in his girlfriend's Instagram account, but she decided to sue me for $5 million, so I pay attention to what she says now. Got it. Not my choice.
And now she's a national story.
Again.
I mean, it doesn't make much of a difference because I don't think that she's getting any more than the 14,000 monthly listeners on Spotify. Which, don't get me wrong, 14,000 listening to you sing the national anthem.
Yeah,
fantastic.
When I looked at it, looks more.
At the beginning of event.
She claims 14,000. When I looked, it said like 8,200. That was the numbers that it posted up when I went and looked at it. So maybe it's different on her end, but or that could have been older numbers when her song was a little bit hotter, whatever it was. So 14,000 for records. I'm looking at mine right now. We've had 60,000 for this month in the last 30 days. So that's my running tally now. We're at about 60 on Spotify.
What is this episode? Yeah.
Each of the episodes get anywhere between 4 on the download and like 8. So they get 4,000 to 8,000 listens depending on which one it is. And then, we get different listeners. It doesn't tell me all. It says we've reached out to 73,000 total, and then it'll tell me impressions, and the impressions are in the 200,000 or 300,000, which must mean the ad impressions. So anyway, we get analytics. The analytics is funny, but 14,000 is not particularly impressive. Not to me, at least, because that's 2 years ago for me, I guess. not trying to be a jerk, but
I mean, well,
it's just those are numbers. Are numbers.
Facts are facts, and you can't argue with it.
That's exactly it. They're not racist, so.
There's lies, there's damn lies, and then there's statistics.
Yeah, and they can be used for all kinds of things. So that's it. Well, I'll give you closing thoughts, and I appreciate you sharing your little one with me. That was a good start off, especially on a pre-Halloween Eve.
Yeah, I figured it was appropriate. So 3 things. 1, turtles and tortoises actually have nerves in their shells, so they can actually feel whenever you're touching their shell.
Got it. Okay, no tattoos.
So paint,
Tracking.
I think, would be fine, but nah, probably not etching. That would not be good.
All right, fair enough.
Also, Forrest Galante is really good about things reptile and lost animals and like extinct animals and trying to find them. Like, it absolutely does phenomenal work.
What is it?
Forrest Galante
I don't know what that is.
is his name.
Oh, got it.
It's the guy's name.
Got it.
Yeah. Second thing, I think that First Class, I think the worst thing that happens to Kash Patel is somebody doesn't mistake him for Aziz Ansari and thinks he's just some random person.
Yep, that's right. That's fair. I'm with you.
I think that's probably the worst thing. And then The Gentleman,
The Gentleman.
the movie.
I still haven't watched it yet, but I will. I'll get to it. It's on my list. I'm not in a rush.
It will still be my final. It will be my closing thought until you say I've seen it.
All right, that's a deal. That's fair. I will look forward to it. Cool. Well, it was good talking to you. I hope you guys have a fun Halloween, a safe Halloween, and give your kiddo a high five from me. And let us know if he ends up being a zombie pirate. I'll take credit.
All right, will do. Thanks, Kyle. Have a good night.
Thank you. All right. We just missed one more call. Somebody's like trying to hammer call and get in here. We'll get you in. Let's go. Go ahead. The line is now open. It's back up to you all. Go ahead and get it all restarted up here. I'm still dying about some of this stuff. Guys, this stuff is really funny. And I'm not going to act like it's not. Look, here's Grok. Kyle Seraphin was the first X account to report that FBI Director Kash Patel flew to State College, Pennsylvania. I'm just saying, I'm watching you, dude. You know I'm watching you. All right, we got caller number 3. Who are you? Where are you? Tell me all the details, if you would.
It's just Joe.
Well, hello, Joe. I like just Joe.
Hello.
How we doing tonight,
How's
sir?
it going, Speedy Gonzalez?
We're causing problems. Tell you what.
Yeah. Somebody needs to make a Speedy Gonzalez meme with you and Kash Patel.
Is it Speedy Gonzalez or is it like Bugs in the Roadrunner or Bugs in the what is it? Roadrunner and the Coyote? Which one?
I don't know.
Which one's more appropriate?
It could be all the above.
Mm-hmm. It might
be. It could be all the above. It could be Bugs Bunny or Elmer Fudd. The analogy could go any Looney Tunes way.
It really could. And it's getting to be that. I mean, it's comical. For me, at least.
Yeah.
It's probably not comical to him. He's got a boss. No, I don't. So I can't embarrass anybody except myself. And if I embarrass myself, I'll just go smack my hand or I'll go punish myself by doing burpees or something. It's just been a day of like me just laughing about how stupid the world is right now. How silly this all is. What a dumb thing to get yourself highlighted for, you know?
Yeah.
I can't be serious about it. I was laughing before we went live this morning too. I just couldn't do it. I was like, I better take some deep breaths. My mother said I looked like I was drinking 5 cups of coffee. I just knew they were watching, and I just knew it was going to be really funny.
Yeah, for sure.
Anyway, I'm glad you guys are on this journey with me, because if I was doing this by myself, I wouldn't have anyone to laugh with. There wouldn't be enough people to know how dumb it is. It helps for other people to realize how stupid it is and how not serious it is. So that's good.
Yeah, it truly is a clown world, isn't it?
We're just the dumbest things keep happening. And yeah, there's serious stuff, obviously, and we all see it. And I don't know. What do you think about this? What do you think about this food riot possibility? Is there going to be SNAP riots out there in the world as you look out and see the things going on?
It's always a possibility, but I don't know. People are always exaggerating their situation, but the economy really is slowing down, and I had a hard time finding a job. So maybe there is more likelihood than I initially thought.
Okay.
I don't know.
No, you're probably, yeah, it's hard for me to gauge that too. Also, I'm in kind of a suburb, and I don't really, my other suburb that I was living in, I kind of knew all the people on all sides. I kind of knew what they were up to, and everybody kind of had a sense of where everybody was and who was hurting and who wasn't, and kind of looked out for each other. I've got less of that in this one. Everyone seems to be doing pretty okay, but I've got 2 active duty military members, one on either side of me. So they seem okay, and it seems like everybody's got work, and I don't see anybody struggling. There's no cars that are breaking down or anything. And I try to step into that, but I don't know. It's hard for me to see where I don't leave the house either. Like I work from home now, so I don't go out there in the world and see whether it's going to happen or not. I just watch the online. If I believe what was going on online, man, I'll tell you what, I think we were about to have some freaking World War III food riots, but I just don't think that's real.
Yeah. I mean, if we do actually see any riots worth putting on TV, it'll be in the inner cities. But I do think that theft will be increasingly more common everywhere, incrementally.
Have you seen what Alex Jones talks about with the whole Podesta plan thing and all that? Do you have any thoughts on that?
No, I've heard you mention it before, but fill me in.
It's kind of just a basic Cloward pivot and, sort of overwhelm the system, get people emotionally riled up about something, and then have an inciting incident a la George Floyd, take your pick. Illegal alien getting shot while being detained, protester getting run over by ICE or whatever, and then everybody just snaps and all the, the pre-staged outrage gets unleashed. And Alex Jones thinks that this has been built up for quite a while to make this happen. And I don't know if there's stored rage ready to go and just waiting on an inciting event, but it could be.
Yeah, I don't think there is as much rage as there would have been under Biden.
Okay.
Or even like the first Trump presidency. I think enough people have left their liberal thinking so that there's significantly less numbers of people that would snap. But the thing of it is our system, like everything about our system, our everything about economy, everything about the banking, the banksters system. You think about all the utilities, everything has, the way the world is set up now, especially in the United States, we're increasingly being more dependent on their systems. It's not like in the old days where you had your own well and you didn't have to worry about paying an electric bill, and you either walked or you had some kind of animal power, draft animal power to transport yourself. You had your local economy basically mostly self-sufficient. You only had to import metals really, and maybe some fabrics and maybe a little bit of food, but otherwise you could get by. And if you had a famine, then you could rely on people as all counties over or a small country next to you to help you out, and vice versa. But now everything, we're so dependent on a system that we're increasingly, it's increasingly more precarious.
Yeah, we're way less durable, I feel like, as family units, and insulated against just natural interruptions and whatever our everyday logistics are. Exactly what you just said there. I feel that too, and I don't feel like it's good. I don't really want that. I kind of desire the opposite of it. Imagine.
Well, I genuinely believe that it's a diabolical plan, that it was Satan's plan all along to make us this dependent on the elite who serve him.
It's a hard thing to argue with because it doesn't seem like it serves the good of man, and it doesn't seem like it makes men or man's experience in Earth any better. Not from my perspective, and it certainly doesn't make them. It doesn't make them self-reliant or resilient, which is, I used to hear that word pop up a lot in the military. They talked about resiliency, and I don't hear people say the word durable as much, but I saw our chat kind of like triggering on that durability and resiliency. You know, those are basic masculine instincts to try to insulate your family from whatever the hell's out there. And it's not even really that much of an option as for most people. And, like you say, like we don't have draft powered animals. We got a, maybe you got a diesel truck and some really good stores of fuel, but you're going to still be relying on a logistical train and people pulling out of the ground and refinement, and then, transportation back to you, and, pumps that can run out. I mean, it's really fragile. It's the opposite of durable.
That's exactly right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then when you have so much diversity from the flooding of immigrants, it make it harder and harder for Americans who have been here for generations of European descent to be able to own their own homes, because as soon as the baby boomers die off, their homes are sold off to immigrants, and there's not an opportunity. And so many of the baby boomers, they're doing reverse mortgages, so the banks control their homes and control where so there's less inheritance for younger generations to be able to own a home through inheritance. And it just, the amount of variables in place to just keep us dependent and robbing us of our wealth is just, it's so hard to enumerate all the variables.
I think you're spot on with that. And I actually found a clip that I will share with you. I was going to save it, but I'm going to play it for you, and I think it will resonate. And I found that this was something that I just grabbed this morning, which made me laugh. It's not funny. It's kind of sad, but let's just, let's take this one. You ready to listen? It's 45 seconds long. You listen to the argument being made, because I think it also goes really well in line with what you said. Here it is.
The entire Earth is $315 trillion in debt.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What?
Who do they owe money to?
Bro, who are they getting money from?
It blows my mind that first off, you have everything on the planet here to live for free.
You literally have everything you need.
And then you invent a system that creates a deterioration of your own resources.
You created a store of value that's literally storing less and less value every day. Every day.
And you're increasing your technology, and yet somehow you still owe money to someone, and it's $315 trillion. There's not enough paper to print that much cash. What are they doing?
What do you think?
Yeah, that's exactly spot on. But the problem is ultimately we cannot free ourselves from the system when we don't have family, friends, relatives, acquaintances that are like-minded enough to work together in order to create a greater independence from the system.
Yeah, no, exactly that. I mean, think about it. Like, it used to be that there were multi-generations under the same roof, and the value in that is passing on the ability to raise children and to nurture, and, you know, family values that are across generations and knowledge bases. Like, my wife and I were talking about how much knowledge was lost because of the generational gap between the time that we had children and that her mom had children, and that there was, like, you know, it was 30 something years and there were no children.
Yep.
And they only had one. And, you know, my mother-in-law sort of helped outsource some of that work because she worked, and so did my father-in-law. And so they had like a nanny. And so they didn't even know how to do some of that stuff, to the point where when my father-in-law came and visited and I had, you know, 2 kids and I was going to go grab the third one, he didn't know how to change a diaper. I had to drive home from the freaking, or maybe he did, but he didn't want to. And so I had to drive home from the hospital with my wife, who had just given birth, to go change a diaper and take care of a kid. I also found some people like sitting in a truck outside of my house, and I pointed a gun in their cab of their car and told them to get out of there, which was also kind of wild. I had 5 guys that didn't speak English, and that was back when I was working a lot of MS-13 cases where we would sit and watch these guys, and they were all on construction crews. And there was a freaking construction crew outside of my house at like 5:30 in the morning, and they weren't allowed to start work until 8. And I was like, what in the shit is going on here? Like, there are like a bunch of dudes like laying down in the front seat of their car and like trying not to be seen. So I've, you know, gun and flashlighted them and made them leave. And then they came back and then they did roof work a couple hours later, but I was not having it. But like my father-in-law didn't know how to change a diaper. If he did, he wasn't willing to. And we lose that, you know, and when we all live in the same place and we all have the same values and we all think that kids are important, then everybody can lean on everybody. And that actually is generational wealth too, right? But think about.
That's exactly right.
You made a point, and previously I probably would have disagreed with you on the sort of European stock thing. And I don't know that it's about European stock per se, but I will say something really interesting. People that come from outside of America that are not raised on our value systems don't have our value systems. And so I've done search warrants on houses where 35 or 40 people will be living in a 3-bedroom house. And that's not an American value, but all those people are small. They're paying micro rent. So maybe they're all paying $300 a month, and there's 10 families. So they're paying $3,000 a month for what would otherwise be an $1,800 or a $2,000 a month house. So that person actually is incentivized to rent it out at third world standards, developing world standards, and really erode the value of the people around there who have homes, and erode the value of the people in that community that expect to be living in, you know, an individual single family home like we do. And as we keep pushing our kids out, like, I got pushed out when I was 18. When you get pushed out at 18 and you go out there and you get rent, now a family that could otherwise be living very inexpensively and saving money, and the kid could be earning money, and, you don't have college debt and all that. I'm living on my own and I'm paying $600 a month in rent. This is going back a long time, obviously. And then I'm paying tuition, or they're paying tuition, and we're fueling multiple households, and we're all poorer for it. And there's something important about that, that is lost. And I don't think you're wrong.
That's exactly right.
And it's all bad. And then, of course, like that clip about, by the way, you couldn't see it, but those were aliens that were discussing what was going on Earth. That's what makes that clip even more funny. Two aliens talking about the $315 trillion in debt.
Yeah, that's funny.
I mean,
yeah, I was telling my Aunt Rose, I have an Aunt Rose, and she, I was telling her that materialism and prosperity has done so much to reduce in our own minds the value of our own family. And when there is an economic incentive for families, multiple generations to live together, then there's more willingness to work out disputes and figure out ways to get along. There's more coordination. There's more intimacy. But as soon as there's enough prosperity for everybody to just be able to get their own place quite easily, and pay their own bills quite easily, then the rifts start happening. And
not even just the ability, but also the expectation that they will and they should. Yep. And
exactly.
And that's something pretty real. I've had this conversation with Garrett O'Boyle. I've had this conversation with Steve Friend before. And it's like, if it's not about having wealth per se in my book. A lot of times, we have these people here. Tell me how this hits you. I don't understand the people that seem to have what I would call FU money that don't know how to say FU. Because I don't have what most people would assume is FU money. But it's enough for me to say FU because it's enough to keep my family above board. And once that's the case, it's like, okay, fine. Like, I'm not going to sink. So FU, I'm not going to do the things that are bad. I'm going to stick together with my family. And if that means that we have to sell our house and we have no home, which is what happened to me when we left the FBI, like, it's okay. We're together. All of us in 2 little bedrooms. It could be way worse. People used to live in 1 room for the whole family, right?
Yep.
And they were fine.
That's
too.
Right.
So
they were.
And honestly, when people say, well, if you can be rich in family and not in money, that's true. Because if you have a support network that's willing to, you have happy children and a wife that's willing to stick around. And I know that's a topic you can understand. It's like, if people are willing to stand by and they've decided that is where the value is, not in some financial arrangement, not in some job or status, then that's wealth. And it's not worldly wealth, so it's the exact opposite of what our society teaches us in many ways.
That's, yeah.
I know that resonates.
There's such an inflated sense of need. There's such an inflated sense of need. And
yeah.
It just,
go ahead.
It always grows. It never diminishes.
That's right. And the only way that it doesn't is if you are actually able to share. If you can reset the clock, because you have a choice on that. And a lot of people have a hard time doing it. You have to set your own value system. But my kids were talking about today, my son was like, we used to have a different truck. And I'm like, yeah, we did. And he was like, you gave it to your friend, Mr. Chris. And I'm like, yeah, we did. And he's like, yeah, why do we do that? I was like, well, Mr. Chris didn't have a truck. And we were going to get a different one. So I wanted him to have a truck. And he was like, yeah. And now he has a truck. And I'm like, yeah, now he has a truck. You get it. You got it, kid. My son's 4. And then my 8-year-old's like, and now he made it better. He worked on it and made it nice. And I'm like, yeah, he made it nicer. It's great. And she was like, and now he could drive it around and he's happy. And I'm like, all true. Like, these are all true things. Was there money and value that I could have taken out of the resource? Yes, but not more than giving it to somebody who needed it. Not even close. And my kids got to see it. They got to, meet someone come into our home and then drive off the truck that they were excited about having. We didn't have a truck for a couple months because I was waiting for another one, waiting to buy one. It's like, but yeah, that was way more important. That was an awesome lesson for them. And And it wasn't what the world tells you, is it? And there was no tax write-off. That's the other crazy thing. You give somebody something because it's the right thing to do. There's no tax write-off on that. There's no incentive structure there. So what? I've reassigned my value system. Anyhow.
Yeah, the more I learn about my German boomer relatives,
Yeah.
from which my mom came from, and their upbringing, it's like a totally different world that they experienced. Where a world where everything was closed on Sundays.
Yeah.
And I can't tell you how many times I've heard my uncle complain about applications over and over and over again for years, and always talking about how when he was a young man, he could just walk into a place and get a job. No application, just hired on the spot. He starts working.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, I think I got my first job without an application as well. Like, what do we need to apply? Like, I'm applying right here. Here I am. I'm applying. I'd like to work. Do you want to hire me? And they're like, yeah, I want to hire you. And you're like, good. Okay, cool. What do you need on paper? We need your Social Security card or whatever it was. And it's like, okay, I could do that. Yeah, we could write that stuff down on a piece of paper for your people. There used to be a much more, like, we're so much more litigious and we're less simplistic. And that means I feel like people think that's the only way to get something done now.
Yeah. And what's interesting is my grandfather, he understood the value of land.
Yeah.
He understood the value of being able to grow your own food. He had planted all kinds of nut trees, herbal medicines, flowers, berries. He grew his own vegetables. He left behind all these plants that, even though he died when I was 3 years old, I still was reaping the fruit of his labor.
Oh yeah, I bet. I 100% believe that. That makes perfect sense to me. And I think that, I mean, that's kind of, even though TAC P is, saying something goofy about a turtle, that ability to live on by passing something of value on to people that are younger than you, that will have it when you're gone. That's real. And we don't do that as much anymore at all, which is really sad. We've lost something really important.
Right.
We've lost something really valuable and important that we probably won't be able to even categorize. And it makes us more fragile and not durable.
That's right. I mean, even today in my 30s, I could still benefit from my grandfather's trees and shrubs that produce food.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. And could for a very long time, I imagine. There's plenty to that. Well, that's a sobering series of thoughts.
There was a power outage. So the house that my parents live in is the same house my grandfather lived in, with my grandmother, and the same house my mom grew up in off and on. And I grew up in that house from 2000 to 2008.
Yep.
And there was a power outage for 2 weeks from an ice storm.
Okay.
Yeah, we were able to still harvest our own water from a shallow well with sandstone walls. We were able to heat our home with firewood that my grandfather had left behind in the barn.
Yep.
We were just fine. We just kept on living life. Sure, we had to do a little bit of manual labor, but we were not in danger of hypothermia or dying of thirst, or we always had the means to provide for ourselves when the power failed.
Yeah.
So
and the people who can do that are way richer than the people who have all the money when everything shuts down and nothing works, it turns out.
That's exactly right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Do you want me to get off your phone now?
We'll open it up and see what else is. This was a deep topic, but I appreciate it. And it's good. You stretched my brain a little bit. So I enjoy the chat, and I appreciate you calling in.
All right. Good talking. Bye.
All right, brother. Have a nice night.
You too.
Okay. A lot of really interesting topics brought up on that one. Joe bringing it. Well done. Like I said, durability and fragility of our current society. Not where I thought we would go tonight, but we always end up doing interesting conversations from laughing at the stupidity to kind of digging into the real problem here. And some of these problems, we're not even going to recognize how bad things are until Yeah, until way too late. Can I play that video clip again? I'm going to do it for Joe since he's jumping off. I'm going to play him so you can see the aliens because I thought it was good. And I don't think it's a palate cleanse because it doesn't make me feel good, but it does make me sort of smile, laugh, and then also realize the sort of sadness of what we've done with ourselves. Here's the blue aliens again. Just one more time. 45 seconds. Easy argument.
The entire Earth is $315 trillion in debt.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What?
Who do they owe money to?
Bro, who are they getting money from?
It blows my mind that first off, you have everything on the planet here to live for free.
You literally have everything you need.
And then you invent a system that creates a deterioration of your own resources.
You created a store of value that's literally storing less and less value every day. Every day.
And you're increasing your technology, and yet somehow you still owe money to someone, and it's $315 trillion. There's not enough paper to print that much cash. What are they doing?
What are they doing? I don't know. I think it's the guy yucking it up at the end that just keeps cracking up about how the absurdity of it is so strong. It's so strong. Yeah, I'll post that over on Locals for you guys if you guys want to be able to rip that or be able to link to it and refer to it when you like. Oh my God, I can't show the video, the graphic of it, but Rose Lopez, who's in our, she's like our den mother over on the Locals chat, just posted a picture of a bin for Halloween with a sign that says 1 gun per kid, and it's a bunch of small black handguns. You guys are my people. There's something wrong with all of you, but I very much appreciate it. Can I give you guys my new game? I'm gonna play this either instead of or after every Chuck Grassley clip. I have to put this on the soundboard now, and I was trying to explain it to my wife, and she was like, "What?" I was telling it to my dad, and he's like, "I don't think I saw that movie." This is actually Chuck Grassley in the future. You guys probably didn't even realize it when you saw it the first time. This is Chuck Grassley in 25 years from now, which means he'll be 91,025 years old. And he just will not, he'll still be in the Senate, by the way. He'll still be a senator, but he just will not care.
We don't even care whether or not we care.
The universe is talking to us right now. You just gotta listen.
Last time you were here, you had to leave early to take a jet to your vacation in the Adirondacks. Now, let me just ask you this. The whistleblower tells us that you used the FBI jet to make that travel. Is that correct?
All of my travel, personal or work-related, is required to be done on FBI planes. That is a long-standing policy. It goes back well over a decade.
Well, this is a great point. Do you know why I have to use a private jet? Because Congress made it mandatory.
A G5. Yes.
You were rightly critical of the way that the previous FBI director used the FBI jet.
A G5 airplane. Yes.
The whistleblower also says that you pay only the lowest cost commercial ticket for that Atlanta to DC trip, which is, I don't know, what, $200 or something? When, of course, it costs $20,000, $30,000 to operate the jet. Is that correct?
The reimbursement that I provide is reimbursement that is set by OMB policy, and I follow that policy, which goes back over a decade.
But I pay the commercial equivalent per the regs of the law.
No more frequent flyer bitch miles from my boy.
You wanted to ground Chris Wray's private jet travel that he pays for with taxpayer dollars to hop around the country.
Yeah, you want to know the difference? I live in Las Vegas. I'm allowed to go home. I didn't leave a congressional hearing early on an FBI jet to dodge questions.
A G5 airplane.
The whistleblower also says that you regularly require the jet, which is based in Manassas, to be flown to DC because, and I quote now, Wray doesn't like to sit in traffic.
Yeah, and what I've done with the use of the private jet is use Andrews Air Force Base versus Reagan National. That's what the other directors have done
Bottom line
to
here,
save the taxpayer dollars.
A G5 airplane. Yes. And lots of money.
on the following weekend, you attended a UFC fight in Miami, also on the FBI jet, right?
That's correct.
By the way, everyday FBI agents who are assigned in Washington don't get to fly home on a private jet.
Keep talking. G5 for the picker. That's how you're gonna roll.
So, are you telling me that FBI agents who are assigned in Washington, but who may live in Charlotte, they get paid by the FBI?
Sometimes they do, yes.
Right.
You went full retard, man. Never go full retard.
I shouldn't laugh, but I spent way too much time putting that together. I am continuing to be the world's okayest video editor, like on the tail end of the bottom of the middle of the world's okayest video editor. But I did think we stitched it together pretty well. I think the point is made. Like, you get the same guy, the same words come out of the different mouth. It's the same thing. All right. I will give you guys a few more moments if you want to jump in here and have your last final thoughts before we do a Halloween time. I'll let you know. We might as well do this one. I don't need the timer on this, do we? We don't need a timer for that. Here, let's stop that. You can write to the show. If you want to send snail mail to the program, then you should. You should send it. A turtle mail, even. 9073 West State Highway 29. It's Suite 110. You have to put box number on there, or I'd prefer if you do. They will know who I am, but box 509. And we're in Liberty Hill, Texas, 78642. If you guys are so inclined, if there's something you want to send over, you want to write me something. People have sent me books. Books are things I don't always have time to read. Most of the books I read are children's books. You guys are going to be shocked, but that's true. Most of what I read are periodicals, and they're mostly online these days. But if you are so inclined and you need to have it, I do have a copy of, like, some of you have sent me books and I'm like, oh, I really should read that. maybe when I jump on a plane next time, I will do it. But I'm not always the best at getting to books. I am good at reading letters. And we've had some really nice people send some very nice letters. We had a couple of folks send us, no particular reason, but sent us some checks. So that was highly thoughtful. If you did that, thank you so much. I've got some thank you notes that are on my list. Somebody sent us, one of the ladies did not like me describing somebody as fat and sent me gift cards for pizza, which was actually really funny. And I gave them all to Garrett O'Boyle. So hopefully he wrote the thank you note that was required. They all went to Garrett. She sent one for me, one for Steve, and one for Garrett. And they all went to Garrett because Steve doesn't eat. You guys may know that already. I think one of you tried to call, but you hit the wrong number maybe. Yeah, we'll take one more phone call and then I think we'll shut it down and we'll let you know where you can park and where you can't. And I'm going to take the day off tomorrow to go do kid stuff. We're going to have Thanksgiving time. And as is necessary, coming in clutch under the wire, Renzo from New York, the People's Republic. What are you doing, man?
Yeah, see? I didn't even get to announce myself. You did it for me.
Yeah. You want to do it? You do it. You do it.
No, that works. Yeah, no, yours was wonderful.
I'm a professional. I don't want to toot my own horn, but I do this for a living.
And that's true. Yeah, this is your occupation.
You're in welcome to my office there, Mr. Renzo.
So,
what's the good word? What do you know? We're on Halloween Eve here.
Yes, I used to love Halloween so much. I despise it.
Do you? Is it more demonic now than it used to be?
Oh, definitely. Plus, I'm also at the point where my daughters are at that age where the costumes are not appropriate anymore.
Oh yeah. What do you do?
I leave it up to my wife.
Yeah.
Because if it was up to me, they would have one of those big furries.
They have what?
You know, like the furries.
Like something. That's what they were going from. Yeah, it covers everything. You could buy them one of those like inflatable T-Rex things, and they're funny enough. They might wear that instead of showing body parts or skin or whatever.
No.
Hold on. I feel like I feel like we're cutting out here. So let me do something. Let me drop the Bluetooth. Stand by. We're going to bring you back in. And when I bring you back in, I think it'll be better. All right. How about now? Are you back with me? 1, 2, 3. Got to get Renzo.
Oh, wow. You sound so...
Is that better?
You sound so much clearer now.
Yeah. I think the connection was
better.
degrading over the last hour. I don't know why it does that, but it does. It is... I'm a hardwired kind of guy.
The bandwidth runs out.
I don't know what it is, man. I really don't. There's something that is inherent to these particular boards. They're made in Australia. They're, I'm sure they're Korean parts, and they're really good for a lot of the stuff they do. Here, I'll show people on the screen. They're really good for most of what they do. But this board right here, it's a Rodecaster Pro 2. They have this like degraded Bluetooth connection, and over a period of time it just doesn't work as well. I think when you pick up a phone, you're making new established there's downtime and whatever. Anyway, I have to reset it, and when it does, then it's cleaner. And so that's what you just got. So now you know. It doesn't matter, but like you experienced it, like I'm right. That's all.
Oh yes, trust me. I deal with technical problems.
You got to know your equipment, right?
Like I deal with the stupidest technical problems now too, because of two-factor authentication for everything.
Oh yeah.
And I deal with a lot of government agencies, so they don't know how to implement programs. You know this. They don't know how to implement new programs.
No.
Two-factor
I'm all updated.
We take the lowest bidder to do this, and then they're going to make sure that their shit doesn't work,
I just had Ute in the chat telling me, he's like, update your software. Hey, I freaking update the software. It's on regular updates. I do it all the time. I keep my stuff updated except for my broadcast software. I don't like updating that. And I just did it the other day for the first time in like 2 years. But it's also because like it's an open source software, and so like people dick it up, and whenever you go to an update, it's not necessarily the most stable update. So I waited usually. Anyway.
That's my whole thing is I kind of wait. I usually, like, when the update comes out, I wait like 2 days, and then I go and I look to make sure that it's not a bum update.
What do the forums say? Is there a lot of crying?
Yes. If everyone is out there crying, I'm like, maybe I'll hold off and see if they put out a patch after.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, there's that. Going back to your girls and their revealing costumes, I think that my kids are probably going to be so embarrassed about, like, I've got 3 girls. They're all too young for any of that nonsense. But dad just rolls out in like flip flops and Ranger panties and no shirt on a pretty regular basis now. And it's like everyone else just has to deal with that. That's what I've decided. So they're already going to see it's like just like dad's not shaving his back and he's not shaving his chest. He's just going to be just a freaking Wookiee walking around in 3-inch inseam tiny shorts. Deal with that, everybody. How about it? This is what men are about.
That's what you would actually turn into the prototypical what the I would say the leftists want. They feel like you just sit in your house and you don't do it.
I work from home, and like when I'm not. So I go down to I wear Ranger panties when I'm running, and I wear Ranger panties when I'm on my bike. So it's sweaty, and I'm just I'm a sweat ball creep I'm just a 43-year-old dad who doesn't have to leave my house. And so if you happen to be looking in my backyard, that's your problem. You got to deal with that. But I will tell you this. I'll tell you this. And I should challenge our audience that's listening right now. I was talking to my dad earlier. I got on this deal sometime in August, and I told my buddies from high school. So all my best friends from high school, we've known each other since we were kids. I said, let's do it. We have a group that's called the Push-Up Group, where maybe a couple years ago we started doing push-ups together. And so each of us would text the number of the push-ups that we'd done, right? That's a pretty good idea for men to do in general. Keep each other honest, right? Yeah. So I was like, boys, do you want to do another push-up group as summer ends? Like, we should do it. It's August. It's the middle of August. Like, let's freaking go. Let's do it. And they were like, yeah, okay, we could do that again. It's like me and my 3 buddies. And they live in Tennessee. One lives up in Dallas. One lives also near Austin, but I see him only a couple times a month. And I'm like, cool. Well, like, let's just start it up. And I'm like, start low. We do push-ups in the morning. We do push-ups in the evening. That's the deal. All right. So I started off with sets of 15. That's not an impressive set of, like, I would do 15 push-ups after I got up. And then I would have my day. And then before I went to bed, I would do 15 push-ups. So like everybody could do that, I think, or pretty close.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then it was like a little bit later, I did 20 push-ups. And so I did 20, and we would do it for a week. So whatever your number is, you lock in for about a week.
Yeah.
And then on Sundays, I would bump it up. And so then I went to like 22. It was real. I mean, it was really modest, and it was 25. Then it was 27, and then it was 30. Then it was 35. Then it was 37. Then it was 40. And now I'm on 50. And so as of mid-October, I'm doing 50. I'm doing 50 in the morning and 50 at night. And I'm going to just keep track of it for 50 days. But like, I can already tell that the normal musculature that I should have had in the first place is coming back, which I lost from all this shitty FBI stuff that like really jacked up my workout routines. So I'm like, I'm getting lean and mean. And we used to have this joke. It was the joke when I was active duty was that, the job of a man is to maintain twisted steel and sex appeal. You know, that's what you're made of.
That's true.
That's what,
you got it. Yeah, like
that's what we aspire to, right? Isn't that what men aspire to in general?
Keep the wife happy, right?
That's right. Yeah, and I told my wife, I'm like, look, here's the deal. A couple of times a week, I do a cardio workout for at least half an hour where I bump my heart rate up to like 160 beats a minute for half an hour. And then I do some insane workout for 20 to 25 minutes and my heart rate's like 170 beats a minute. And my thought is I may have to run somebody down for like 2 or 3 miles and then beat them to death and still win the fight. Like that's how sick my mind is. But like, that's what I want to be able to do. I just feel like that's like a job
mentality.
of that's the job of a dad who has daughters.
And that's how I always think of things. Exactly. Like, I'm like, could I chase that kid down?
Yeah, the answer has to be yes.
Yes, it has to be. It can't be like, oh, I gotta get him next time. You know, like that's embarrassing. Can't have that.
Yeah, I'm not doing it now. Okay, so here's my new challenge, and I'll share this with you too because it's really a sad moment in my life. I called Steve Friend. Okay, I called Steve Friend yesterday. I said, Steve, I know you're not as old as I am, but like, I need your secrets. I need your wisdom, dude. Right? I have ridiculously beat up calves and I can't run anymore. And when I went running earlier, I went for 1 mile and then I was like limping home and my legs are all seized up. I'm like, what do I need to do? And he was like, dude, you need to buy the peanut roller. So he sent me a link and I bought the peanut roller and I was like, tell me about it. And he was like, I use it every day. If I have to go on a flight and it doesn't fit in my bag, I'll get a bigger bag and I'll check my bag. That's how important it is. I'll pay $40 to bring it with me. And I was like, oh, okay. Why? And he was like, every day for like 15 to 90 seconds on each leg. I just do it. It's Hanoi Hilton level pain. He's like, but it just keeps the myofascial release going on in those legs and you just got to do it. And I was like, all right, I'm freaking committed. And I'm like, Steve, I'm going to do 15 minutes every day on my legs so that my legs work for like, for a couple weeks. I'm going to have to undo some damage. And I'm going to. And so I've got the peanut that's showing up tomorrow and I'm going to do some real damage to my legs. I'm going to release all the fascia.
It would be even better if it was called the almond roller.
Oh my. We're going to call it that and we're going to sell it. The Steve Friend almond roller is going into my merch shop. I don't have hypothetically, if I had a merch shop, that's going in there. Renzo, that's gold. That's gold, man.
That's all I kept thinking. I was like, he's making this up. This is not called the peanut roller.
It's the almond roller. I'm going to text Steve right now while you're talking. I don't forget. I'm going to go, Steve, the almond roller. He's going to be like no context. I'm not even going to tell him why. I'm going to be like, Steve, the almond roller. I just sent him the message and I'm closing the program. He's just gonna get it and not be able to respond to me. Bro, very good. Yeah.
What's going on with Steve? Is he going back to work or?
I don't know. I know he's doing, you know what? I don't know how much he's supposed to say, but my guess is that he probably would say more than I would, but it's not my place to say. He's not back to work yet. They haven't paid him his back pay yet, and he's still going through bullshit with the FBI at the moment. So, he got questioned about his friendship with Kyle Seraphin the other day. I'll just leave it at that. The FBI agents asked him about his friendship with me, and God love him. Steve and I are going to end up getting into a firefight with somebody at some point in the future. He better move out of Florida and just come hang out with me on a farm because Because we've created the same enemies.
Hopefully, Florida gets rid of the property tax, and then the people will actually own their homes there. So it might be better to move there.
You're not. You know what? I know, and I don't like Florida, but I think if they got rid of if they were the only state in the union that got rid of the property tax and nobody else followed suit, I think I would consider it. I mean, wouldn't you have to?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Like you actually own your house. Like I don't really own my house. I pay $50,000 a year to the government to stay in my house that I own.
Yeah. You're living, but you're living in like a place that's insane. So like that's not good.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know, the People's Republic, they got to get like half.
Yeah, they got to squeeze you for whatever you're worth. I mean, obviously, you've got to fund the poors, man. Luckily, luckily you don't live in New York City. You don't have to deal with Mondami coming in and like repossessing your building and taking your grocery store from you. And
no. I'm not going into this. I don't go into the city anymore. Like I very infrequently. Like I used to go a lot. You know, just me and my wife used to go to dinner and stuff like that. But now it's too expensive. A mess. You know, you never know.
Disappointing,
what
right?
could happen to you. Yeah.
I mean, I don't even like the food. There's one or two places that I find that I like. I'm either getting real picky or people are starting to make shittier food everywhere I go. But like, I remember restaurants didn't suck that much.
Mm-hmm.
And now they just suck. And you know what? I also don't like service. I feel like people don't know how to be waiters. I was a really good waiter. You could imagine. I was really fun.
Well,
I had fun, professional, remembered stuff, got it done.
That's because all the waiters are now millennials and younger. So,
yeah, they want to just text you. They're like, will you just text your order to me, bro? No, I'm going to headbutt you. Is what I'm going to do. I'm going to headbutt you and I'm going to fight you. I'm going to fight you because I'm mad. Yeah.
But see, I always don't want to. I'm always so afraid to be mean to them because I'm like, please don't spend my food.
You know what?
Please.
I don't even go. I'll be mean to them after I get my food. That's how I roll. I'll be mean after I get it. I'm like, now what? Now what? Dude, I'm the grumpiest.
Yeah, exactly.
I am prematurely way too grumpy for my age bracket. It's you got two votes. You got two votes for 5
more. I'm about the same grumpy too. So like I'm not really one to judge.
Right? I mean, how do we end up like this? Yeah. I remember that when I was in my 30s, I was standing on my freaking balcony pumping a shotgun and looking out there going like, these mother effers, like, what are they doing on the street? It's 2 a.m., you piece of shit. You get out of the street. This neighborhood is zoned for midnight. You know, like I'm super mad for no reason. Like, just close the door, Kyle. No, I'm not going to close the door. I'm going to be there, be pissed off at everybody. Some dude pissing in the alleyway. I'm like, dude, I bet I could shoot that guy right in the dick from here. He's pissing in the alleyway. What's wrong with this guy? Get out of here, you drunk.
Yeah.
I just want to shoot him with a BB gun. I want to hit him with a BB gun in the head of his dick and make him never, ever piss in the alley again.
Yeah, exactly. And then when the cops came, you would be like, he's pissing there.
I'm like, he's pissing in the alley. Like, yeah, I pay for that.
I'm glad you shot him.
Yeah, I'm like, he's pissing on my building, and I own this building. This is my building. Screw that guy. Don't piss on my building. I'll shoot you in the dick with a, BB gun. And I won't apologize. I'll tell you, serves you right. Don't ever do that again. Don't come back. Come back and apologize. Yeah, what's wrong with these people? There's something wrong with us.
Oh, the good old days, man.
You know what? I come by that honestly, though. Like my grandmother and my grandfather apparently had like one of those Daisy, Red Ryder BB guns, and my grandfather would shoot deer that were in his yard that were eating my grandmother's flowers, and he would shoot them. And when I was talking to him, I'm like, where do you shoot them? And he's like, oh, well, they don't really care. Like, it's just a BB, so it doesn't really hit them. You got to hit them in the elbows. You got to hit them in the bony protrusions. Yeah. So he would shoot them in the legs, like where their bones were, like, on their whatever their elbows were. He'd smoke them with a BB gun in the little bony part, and they would run off because they'd be like, like, what was that? It's a dick move.
I will have to say, if you do shoot them in the body with the BB gun, they don't even notice.
Yeah, they don't notice. That's what he said. He was like, so I just shoot them right there in the freaking elbows, and they feel it because there's nothing but bone and skin there. So they don't like it. Yeah.
That's great.
That's how you get the deer. That's how you get the deer to go. And if you want to get a guy who's drunk, who's peeing on your wall, you shoot him in the head of the dick, and then he's got to go. He'll feel that. He may not feel it if you shoot him in other places. He'll be like, oh, what was that? But you shoot him in the head of the dick, it's game on. It's all nerve endings, baby. Just the tip. That's the game. It's just the tip. Let him know. Stop pissing on my wall, bro. You've been warned. Yeah.
You know what? He'll learn a lesson from that too, man.
I bet he doesn't piss on your wall again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
When him and his buddies are coming out of the nightclub, they're like, "Whoa, man, don't go over there. That dude will shoot you in the dick."
Exactly.
Ask me how I know, man. I had a bad night. I'll never forget. He did help me though.
Exactly.
I'm a better lover now. I'm totally desensitized. Thanks, Seraphin.
You did him a favor.
I did him a favor. He didn't even know it. Yeah, that's how that would work. There's something wrong with my brain, but whatever. Yeah. Prematurely jumpy. All right, dude. Well, that's what you got. Anything else you want? Anything else for the good of the order? You want to add any other thoughts on there or no? I'll give it to you if you want. No.
Great show today. It was totally awesome. I wish I didn't have a bunch of people at my job like annoying me doing it.
These people were taking you out of your element. Did you know what I was gonna say? Did you know who did it? You knew who did it.
No, I had no idea.
I caught you off guard with the reveal.
You got me.
Outstanding.
I was kind of distracted. That's why. I wasn't really like...
That's even better. That's great news. Well, that makes my day. All I know is I got somebody in the FBI and I got you, so that's good enough. That's a win. I'm taking it to the bank, man. Good deal.
Great.
All right.
Well, you have a happy Halloween with your kids tomorrow.
I'm going to. Yeah, you too.
Enjoy.
Yeah, keep an eye on your girls.
Yes, I'll be waiting at the phone, watching the phone all night.
Freaking Ranger panties, slung shotgun, and a bandolier of 12-gauge shells, just growling.
Only thing I got going for me is that I think the storm is coming in. So
good.
It's like super shitty.
That's a winner. It's like, put on a raincoat. You can't go out. You're gonna be miserable. Outstanding stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Good deal, brother.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you have a good night, and thanks for closing us out.
Too. All right, take it easy. Bye.
All right, Renzo always cheats for some reason, guys. He always gets on and he stays on long, and he always makes me laugh, or I make myself laugh, and he just laughs with me. So that's good. All right, time to get off my phone. It's been nice hanging out with you guys. I hope you have a really good rest of your day. I'll probably put some clips out tomorrow from today's show and some of the stuff from this week. That's the goal. And nothing this weekend, I don't think, but we may run a marathon of just all the shows. And again, so I'll probably open up the chat again on Rumble if you guys are so inclined. And you guys can watch the entirety of it. I'll just loop the damn thing. Why not? Hope you have a great weekend. God bless you all. Look forward to seeing you again on Monday morning. I'm sure there'll be no more shenanigans afoot. You can't park there.
What? You can't park your car here, ma'am.
Are you blind? I don't think you can park there. I know I can't park there. Oh.
Hey, you can't park here.
Fuck you, motherfucker.
Excuse me, mate. You can't park there, sir.
I know I can't park there.
Hey, watch out! If you're gonna blow, watch out!
Ma'am, you can't park your car here.
Are you serious?
You can't park that there, mate.
Fuck off!
Excuse me, you can park here.
Yeah, you guys can't park here.
No shit, really?
You can't park there.
That's what I said.
Hey, you can't park there. Appreciate you, bro. You can't park there.
You guys, you can't park there. But you still can't park.
You can't park there. You can't park there. No. It's a park. You can't park there.
You can't park there, sir.
I know I can't park here. What's your name?
What?
What is your name?
Tony!
Fuck you, Tony!
What's your name?
Ezekiel!
Fuck you, Ezekiel!
Fuck you!
Fuck you!
Hey, you know what I did last night?
You better not bring my mother into this!
You know what I did?
You better not!
I put that fire over there.
Oh!
And I fucked your mother next to it.
Fuck you, Ezekiel!
Fuck you!
Fuck you!
Thanks for listening to The Kyle Seraphin Show, streamed live weekdays on rumble.com/Kyle Seraphin. Follow Kyle on Twitter, Truth Social, and Instagram at Kyle Seraphin.